Good morning again, gang. Oh, it's about 11:30 here on Sunday. So, just kind of paying attention to what's going on with the latest fiasco. By now, you probably all know about Omicron, the latest variant that was discovered Tuesday. Okay, so what, 5 days ago? Now, I get a kick out of it. I want to start here. Remember, the last one that we dealt with was Delta, right? Okay. So I want to know how we got to Omicron, because if we're following the Greek alphabet, we have now skipped epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, and g. So how we went from the fourth letter in the alphabet to what, the 12th, 13th, 15th, something like that. I understand not new. Okay, that one kind of makes sense. You don't want to call it the new variant because then everybody would think it would be NEW. Wouldn't make any sense. The G, that one's humorous because of all Xi Jinping. I mean, it's pronounced differently in Greek than it is in Chinese. But okay, if you want to play that game, go ahead, play that game. You just don't want to tie the communist leader to the variant. I'll give you that one. So, this is what we've got going on as of now. Like I said, near Sunday lunchtime. 5 days in, mind you. Okay. Apparently, we've already now had Hong Kong, a couple of countries in Africa, and I guess there are 2 cases in Australia that supposedly came in on a Qatar Airways flight or whatever it is. All right. So this is what's going on. The reaction around the world, and I'm just telling you this, Israel has locked down the entire country, locked down the borders, okay? No flights in, no flights out, everything like that. No flights in. Can't say anything about no flights out. But they're not letting anybody from any other country fly into Israel. Okay? Mind you, again, Israel is the most inoculated country in the world. I think it's 97% or something like that. Great Britain, Boris Johnson, has mandated mask wearing indoors and out again. Okay? I mean, yeah. Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York, yesterday declared a state of emergency in the state of New York. Mind you, there's not a single case of Omicron in New York yet, but I guess this is a preemptive state of emergency. That it may happen, so therefore we've got to stop everything. At that point, why don't we just make a state of emergency across the world? That we may get attacked by extraterrestrials. Because I understand being prepared, obviously, okay, but I mean, yeah, it's possible, sure, probable, maybe, okay, but what Hochul did was canceled all elective surgeries or anything. I mean, there's a lot of people that, I'm not talking about nose jobs and tummy tucks and stuff like that. But, there's a lot of other elective surgeries that are quality of life or quantity of life dependent. And, those are no longer allowed in New York temporarily. So, where we may not have Andrew Cuomo in New York anymore, we certainly didn't get a more intelligent governor. Okay, we got just another tyrant. But if anybody paid attention this morning, okay, and I know this is just something you all want to watch on a Sunday, on ABC's This Week show, the Sunday morning, held by the Clinton midget, George Stephanopoulos, okay, he had everybody's favorite witch doctor on this morning, and specifically asked Fauci, should we expect to be seeing more lockdowns again? New lockdowns, more mandates. Mind you, there is not a single case in the United States as of yet. Okay. Fauci's response: I don't know, George. It's really too early to say. We just really need to, as I said so often, prepare for the worst. Not going to disagree with them there. Okay. It's kind of what we all do. Back to his quote. It may not be we'll have to go the route people are saying. We don't know a lot about this virus. Again, I still agree with what he's saying. So we want to prepare as best we can. But it may turn out this preparation, although important, may not necessarily push us to the next level. People talking about lockdowns, people talking about that. Let's see what the information we're getting in real time tells us. We'll make decisions based on the science and the evidence the way we always do. Okay, still waiting for the first time. But you want to be prepared to do anything and everything. That's why we're paying such close attention to this and why we're all over it. Guys, if you read between the lines on this one, on his comment there, many times in there, he tells you be prepared, be prepared, be prepared. Okay? You are not going to prepare for nothing to happen. Between the lines, he is telling you something's going to be done. Again, I've said many times, how they do it, national, state by state, whatever, we don't know. Okay. Like I said, like I've said before, big difference between, say, Great Britain, where they basically say national mandate, and that's it, as opposed to they say it here in the States, which we have, I'll say, go fly a kite. This is what we're coming to. Be ready for this. Get out, fill in those holes right now. I mean, it's, a couple of days to the 1st of December. Some of you guys, up north Adirondacks, up in New York, you guys got dumped on with snow. People are telling me it's 2 degrees outside, stuff like that. Winter's coming, guys, and winter's here. Things always get a little bit more difficult in the winter. You know that. Driving in bad weather, it's just freaking cold outside, heating the house, whatever. We all slow down. We all kind of get hunkered in a little bit more. Winter makes that a little bit more common. You don't want to go out as much because it's cold, all right? While you still have the chance, because we don't know what is going to happen with this new variant, okay? There's, again, 5 days. Anybody saying they know what's going on with this is insane, because there's no way studies have been done on this variant already that are of any sort of reliability. Could it be very dangerous? Maybe. Could it be sniffles? Maybe. Okay. We don't know yet. But the whole catch is they're telegraphing to us right now, be prepared. You can say maybe they're going to be overly cautious and try to lock everything down again. They're certainly not going to just throw, when I say they, the powers that be, the parasites that be, they're certainly not just going to throw caution to the wind and say, oh, screw it, don't worry about it. Okay, they're going to do something. This is their control game again. Make sure this is a good time today, if you have the chance. Make sure what you have is ready to go through any sort of you can't go anywhere situation. Make sure you got gas for the generators. Make sure you've got your solar generators charged up. Charge them now while you can, based on your plug them in and charge them. Okay, that's great. Solar's the backup. If you can charge them off of the grid, charge them off the grid. Electricity is electricity. Okay, the solar part's the backup. You don't have to go set it out in the yard. Okay. Make sure you've got any of the food that you need, that you can get. Hey, if you have the ability, go buy a couple extra pounds of butter. Throw it in the freezer. It's great. Okay. Maybe if you're at the store, buy a turkey. They're probably on sale right now. And chances are, if you don't need it, you're going to eat it for Christmas anyway. Get those things. Make sure you got the flour, the sugar, the vegetable oil. the pasta, the rice, the beans. I mean, any of the staples. I know there's a lot of new people here going, oh my God, what do I buy first? Okay. Buy the things that are calorie dense. Those are the ones that are going to get you the furthest. But Fauci's interview here on This Week with the midget tells you about everything you need to know. They're thinking about it. We haven't had any cases here, but you know damn well, just like I do, as soon as the first case is found in the United States or whatever country you're in, instant panic everywhere. Got enough toilet paper? Might be a good idea. So just pay attention to this one, guys. I'm staying on it, but I saw this interview with Fauci, wanted to tell you what I heard, then looked into what was going on in the rest of the world. Haven't seen any craziness out of Australia yet. Seems like Israel and the UK are the first ones to make any big moves on things to do. But I will tell you this, you can expect a hell of a lot more. It's going to be a long, cold winter. And they're going to use it, milk it for everything they got. Have a good Sunday afternoon. Pinball out.